G'day, mate. Yeah, sorry for late reply on this. I was away earlier. I did say I'll make a video on it a bit. I forgot about that. Touching your all-time lows, opportunity or lost cause? It's a very good question. Opportunity or lost cause? Overall, initially, I mean, the structure of this is not looking great. But you know, when you come into all-time lows like this, there's always a chance it can hold. Right, there's always a chance you can hold, and then you move up, and you know, before you know it, you've done a pattern like this. You know, it's always possible. Of course, we need money flowing into the market. Yeah, we need the support to hold. This would be the first thing you want to see, some sort of candle like this. It's a shame now there's no volume on this. Right, there is no volume on that. It would be nice to see a little bit more volume on that. But let's zoom out here and look at the yearly first. This is a very poor yearly. Like it's not a good yearly for a number of reasons. Because this candle here a few years ago, right? This was a bearish engulfing candle of the previous year, which kind of signaled that the market was weak. Okay. The next year, what happened is we did bounce back up, but only bounced to take liquidity in this red candle. So it was a bearish bounce, so to speak. You know, if you throw on a fib on that, you might pop up into the 61% or whatever. Yeah, look at this into the exactly. If I just draw this on out a little bit, where was I drawing that? Yeah, into the golden pocket. Am I drawing? Yeah. Sorry, I am drawing it right. Okay, I got confused there. I couldn't see it. Yeah, so you can see perfectly into the 61%, 50 and 61%, which is the golden pocket. That is the golden pocket, and when you get bearish bounces up into there, it can often be you know, a bearish move, a bearish retrace, because price needs to get above here to be truly bullish, and that's a point where the market can often reject. And you can see then, well, we open a new year, and then you could also try and throw a fib, for example, on the yearly candle, the yearly wick, right? And just see there, right? Where did that bounce to? I'm not sure if I have it drawn correctly. So you can see then this bounced up above the 38%, just a bearish rejection here after 38%. So they're both technically bearish, especially after, you know, a bearish candle. So it all started 3 years ago. This pattern all started 3 years ago. You could say it started 4 years ago with this large wick and this large rejection, but really this was a rejection here, and it's been a cascade since then. It's like a domino effect ever since then, and it's kind of followed through. So far we still have that in play, and the fact that this broke down below the yearly open here, I didn't draw it perfectly in there. The fact that we've broke down below the yearly open now, you know, that's a failure. It's a bad move. It's you know, it's not good. The only thing going for this at this point is there is a potential, right, of some sort of we'll call it a triangle, some sort of a triangle. I'm not sure if I drew it perfectly there. Let's move this. But you know, what if it could form a higher low here and form some sort of a triangle? So say if it bounces up into the end of the year here, and then all of a sudden you get a green candle from here up, you know, the chart would look a whole lot better if that somehow could hold down here. Then you could get that reversal back to the upside, right? And at the point of things being its worst, you know, it always looks its worst, and it always looks like it can go lower. Just like here, right? When this was right down here, people were like, oh my god, it's probably going to go lower, it's so bearish, it's looking bad. But then when it bounced up to here and closed here, well, then it looked okay for another bounce back up higher, right? So that's the situation we're in there. Let's just zoom in now and zoom down into the smaller time frames. Like, this is what you want. You want to see a small doji candle, so you want to see a little bit of buying pressure into the end of the 6 month, which is 3 months away. There's time for that to happen. So you want to see a bit of a bounce here, and a bit of a bounce then would open the door on January for then this to move in January to back to the upside, right? So there is time. There is time. We just need to see here if this is going to get a bounce or whatever. it's a similar here, right? There's 25 days left in the quarter, right? So, there was no real need to FOMO. I'll give you an example, right? So, yes, you could have bought the lows down here, and you could have made very good money, right? But why knife catch and catch the dangerous low here when you can buy into the green quarter? As soon as it starts flipping green, you can buy into the bottom here and look for that to continue. If it's bullish, it's going to continue. If you buy here, there's more of a chance it could drop. There's a bit of a chance it could drop, or whatever you want to look at that. Buying into the red candles is more dangerous. It is not as safe for your money, but it really depends on how much risk you want to take, how much you actually like the coin, and all the rest. So I always tell people, if you're trying to be safe in the market, try and buy into green candles, the start of green candles, right? When you see this trying to flip green, you look to get on board, and if it's holding, it'll continue on the upside. So you could buy here, but it is more dangerous, right? The other way to do it, obviously, you could trade for a smaller move and trade on a weekly chart, for example, right? See here, this is now forming a bit of a slight bullish move on the weekly, but there is a problem with it, though. The problem is that the previous candle was a large bearish engulfing rejection candle. So often when these happen, they don't move very much because of the bearish rejection, right? The way it usually plays out is if it is actually going to have a move higher, well then next Monday you can try and trade that to see if it's going to bounce to the upside, because if this forms and holds like this, next Monday you might see a move to the upside. And actually, just when I'm looking here now, it's not perfect, but here's a bit of an example. You got this bearish rejection and you form this small candle, but it's next week that you get the real move, right? So the buyers kind of step up to the plate and show their face, so to speak. And I'm looking for is there a better? Here's a good example as well. When you form that small doji, it's next week then you get the move higher. And here again, you form this small doji, it's next week you get the move higher. That's a good example here, actually. So that's all I'm saying. So yes, the buyers are trying to show their face here. If there's going to be follow through, you could attempt to trade this on Monday and Monday and Tuesday and next week, and see if you can get continuation to the upside. If you remind me, we can look at it then also. That's if you're still in the group. I think you're a trial, are you? Maybe you're a trial. I'm not sure. Yep. Yep. I think it's a weekly free trial at the moment. You can ask George maybe for more details. I forget currently, but I think it is a weekly. And also, now that I'm here, you should sign up to our free platform. I'm not sure if you have access to the channel. If I can find, I see the indicator access. Actually, if you scroll up here to Soft Quant, I'm not sure which channels you see exactly, but if you scroll up to Soft Quant channel and go to our website here, you can get lots of our alerts for free. We have built and designed a platform to get buy and sell alerts in Soft Quant, and they get sent to your email or they get sent to your Discord. So it is worth checking out that. But yeah, anyway, you can sign up here if you go to this and sign up to softquant.io, and then just follow the instructions. This is our side, it's a side project. CryptoCheck here is obviously the main project. This is where all the main alerts are. This is where you get all the analysis. This is where you get all the alerts. This is where you get all of the education, this professional trading section, where you get all of this education here. And also, on down below, this is all of our indicators. You can get the scripts for all of our indicators here, and this is education for them. Each one of them are very powerful depending on what style or what type of market we're in and what style suits you best. And then we also have obviously these other paid alerts. Some of these are all very powerful also. There's quite a lot of them there. We have a lot of those as well. So something for everybody. We also have Telegram channels with thousands of trading courses in them, worth thousands of dollars. That is in our Telegram channels. We have 3 Telegram channels, and there's probably $100,000 worth of courses in there, and maybe more. But anyway, mate, yeah, I just thought I would share that because we need to reorganize some of the channels to let people understand and know what we actually provide in here. We're kind of in the middle of getting everything sorted again. We had a rearrangement, restructuring of a lot of the channels, and we're just trying to get everything sorted again. So I just thought I would let you know. So anyway, I would watch it on a new week, right? Just here, it has filled this wick. You can see here, when this bottomed, there was very small wick and it popped up and flipped green and ran big. We are in a similar situation. However, I'm unsure if it's going to do something like that. The only way we can position ourselves in the safest place possible, and that would be on Monday to see if this can run. If it does have a small dip and flip green on Monday, you can get on board and see where it takes you. If you remind me on Monday, we can take a look at it. It really depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's going to be strong on Monday, because Monday is a new two-week candle. There's a new 2-week candle. Okay, you can see here 3 days left, and there's also a new 9-week candle. Now this is not a great pattern. We need it needs a little bit over the weekend. It's not a great pattern, right? This 2-week chart, so it's not a high probability trade. Okay, we need to watch that. And here on a 9-week, this is a little bit better, right? There's a new 9-week candle in 3 days time. Okay, so what you want to see is something like this, right? A wick down on a new 9-week, and then pop up and flip green and run, because this is a long way to the downside. There's 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, 4 red 9-week candles in a row. So it is into an area where it's potentially going to get a reversal. A small dip and a flip green on a new 9-week candle could actually produce very good results. So I definitely think we should be watching this into next week. Anyway, mate, sorry for the late reply. If you have any questions about the group or any coins, just let me know.